Today's news, gang member who scammed Tiara finally arrested?
The Korean Mafia is alive and well in Seoul.
You don't really realize that when you live there.
I remember once when I was filming some documentary stuff in Itaewon before we started making YouTube videos, and I was with one of my students who spoke English well, and it was his first visit to Itaewon, where more people speak English in that particular neighborhood than anywhere in the country. And this was a kid that had lived overseas. Long story short, I was freely filming him speaking English to shopkeepers who spoke English, and these were two Koreans speaking back and forth in English to each other in Korea, which is just bizarre. And I went upstairs to film him walking on the street, just some natural shots, and this guy came right up to me and did this and was like, no video. There was a group of them, and I walked away and was like, holy shit, the Mafia just punked me. And I had no idea that they were the Mafia until that point, but we were on the street, so you're allowed to film on the street. The rules are similar there as they are here. So there you go. That's my one interaction I remember specifically was definitely the Mafia. Did I ever tell you that?
No, that's the first time I heard that story. Wow, I don't have experience like that. I mean, the most experience that I had was money buying, power buying things. Like, for example, there is the black market that you can go to and buy Western products that we would buy here in the US that are very hard to find and unavailable otherwise in Korea. And so occasionally you do some black market shopping.
The idea of the black market or just using cash to pay for things is still very much alive and well, just like the Mafia in Korea. When I lived there in 2002, I was paid in cash. I know I've mentioned that before on videos, but people didn't want to accept credit cards at all. In fact, when I went back in 2008, so this was right around the same time when you first went over there, paying for things with a credit card, they would add 10%. They would say, I'm adding 10%. And you would say, why? Well, because you're using a card, because everybody preferred cash. The Mafia fits right into this sort of thing.
I really just don't know a whole lot about the Mafia in Korea. I mean, you see it in Korean drama land all the time. And by all the time, I mean all the time. It's in almost every single drama. But walking down the street, interacting in Korea on a daily basis, that's something that I didn't necessarily interact with.
Itaewon would be one of those areas where the Mafia would probably hang out, because Itaewon is known for the area where there might be more drugs for sale, or there might be more bad things in society going on, like Homo Hill and Hooker Hill, which both exist also in Itaewon. Why not hang out there if you're part of an underground association that is not law-abiding? It's the perfect place.
I think the thing that struck me more than anything is that it became national news that Tiara was doing business or trying to do business with Mafia.
I don't think they had any idea it was Mafia in the beginning. It was, how much money did they lose, by the way?
I have to look that up. Approximately
200 million won, or $173,000 US, which is a lot of money.
But I can see where that would make people mad, and it could set Tiara back once upon a time. But they're still kicking, so obviously it wasn't a completely terrible thing to happen.
And they have a new drama coming out, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Just come to the US, Tiara. Don't worry, you'll have no problem with the Mafia. The Mafia is almost dead here. So far as I've heard.
You think?
It's definitely unfortunate Tiara has lost money from the situation, though. What do you guys think about Mafia still existing in the world, or K-pop getting involved inadvertently with a Mafia organization? Drop a note down in the comments. Click the like button on this video while you're down there, and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. That's it, we're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!